everyone, welcome back to my channel. I would like to start out by thanking everyone for all the love and support I received on my last video, Mishti Doi, and it was very unexpected, but we loved it nonetheless. Today we decided to do something different. It is going to be not the usual video style I'm used to. We're going to do a cook with me video, and I'll be walking you through the recipe. Our recipe today is going to be Rotli Patara. This is a recipe that my mom shared with me, and she's very creative and innovative of using up leftovers. So this is a recipe where you can use up your leftover rotlis from the night before, or you have made earlier in the day. Without further ado, we're gonna get started. So here we have a medium-sized bowl, and to that we're gonna be adding 1 cup of besan, chickpea flour. We're gonna be adding salt to taste to this, half a teaspoon of turmeric, haldi, half teaspoon of dhania jeera powder or cumin coriander powder, half teaspoon of garam masala, 1/4 of a teaspoon of carom seeds. To that I'll be adding a tablespoon of sugar. A little sweetness to your patara tastes really good. And grate some ginger. To this we're going to add juice of 1 lime. You could also use tamarind water if you wanted to do. In the traditional patara recipe they use tamarind, but for this one it's a quick recipe. We're using leftovers, so we're just going to go with the shortcut and just use a little bit of lemon juice to give that zing to the recipe. Mix all the besan with the masalas. And to this, I'm going to add a pinch of hing. That gives a little, flavor to this and a nice fragrance, just a pinch. Now you're going to add a tablespoon of oil to mix all this. And we're going to mix this batter with water. Now we're going to add the water gradually while we're stirring this in so we can break up any lumps. And we don't want to make the batter too thin. So that's why we have to control the water while we're adding this. Okay, I've been mixing this for a minute now, and it has come to a spreadable, pasty consistency, and this is how it should look. Now to this, before you spread it on your rotli, you're gonna add 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. And you're gonna do this right before you spread it on your rotli. This will make your patara soft and fluffy. Now we're gonna put this to the side and bring our rotlis. These are leftover rotlis from a couple hours ago that I made. We're going to be using these up. I have 8 rotlis. You're gonna need a pair of 2, so you're gonna need 2 rotlis for a patara roll. So make sure if you're making only using 4, you need 4 rotlis, then you get 2 pataras out of it. If you use 6 rotlis, you get 3 pataras out of it, patara rolls. Now we're gonna start making our pataras. So for that, we're gonna take 1 rotli, or 1 roti, and take a spoonful of this paste, the batter. And then we're gonna start spreading it evenly on the rotli, covering the entire circle. If you need a little bit more, you can go ahead and spoon a little bit more. Make sure you cover all the edges towards the edges. Make sure you keep the paste a little thick on your rotli. And now after that, we're gonna place another rotli on top of the paste. Take another spoonful of our batter. Spread it around. So now once you have done that, we are gonna start rolling our rotli into a patara roll. So make sure you roll it tight so you get enough layers inside your roll. And when you get towards the edge, make sure you seal your edge and put it seam side down. I'm gonna repeat this process 3 more times, and I will get back to you once all of them are done rolling. All right, we've got our rolls here. One thing I forgot to mention, that you could add green chili paste to your batter, or you could add some red chili powder to your batter. and customize it to however you like it. Either way, it will taste great. Our family tends to not eat spicy food, so we omit it from our recipes. So for this recipe, we're going to be using the Instant Pot. As you guys know, and you've been seeing on my channel, that I'm a big fan of the Instant Pot. But you could totally use a vessel like this filled with water and steam your Patara rolls on the steaming plate, and it will work either way. My mom does not have an Instant Pot, and she uses a steaming basket, and it comes out perfect every time. Okay, for this I'm going to be using a steamer basket and a stand so my water will not reach my pataras. And on the base, we're going to use 1 cup of water. Place our steaming basket and grease it. You have to grease it so your pataras don't stick together or stick to the base. Now gently we're going to place our pataras in the steaming basket, seam side down. And when you're done putting your patara in your steamer basket, the leftover batter, you're going to try to slather it on top of your rotlis. That will give a tight seal and a great color and crisp texture. So this is kind of what it should look like. And then you're going to put your lid on. Now we're going to turn on the steam mode and cook for 15 minutes. So it has cooked for 15 minutes and the pressure has released, and we're going to open it up and see how it looks. Wow, these look great. Now we're going to check for doneness by inserting a knife, and if it comes out clean, that means they're done. Take them out, and we're going to let them cool completely. These have cooled completely, so we're going to cut them into pieces like this, so they look like your pataras, your mini pataras. As you can see, we have the nice roll pattern. So I finished cutting up all my rolls, and the last step of the recipe is to do the baghar, or the tempering, and let's go to the stove. Okay, so we have our pan heating up. We're going to add oil to this. We need a good amount of oil so we can crisp up these patara rolls. To this, we're going to add mustard seeds. Let them splutter on high heat. Once they crackle, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of hing or asafoetida. And for this, we're not going to cover our pan. I'm going to add curry leaves. After that, you're going to add a tablespoon of sesame seeds. Start arranging your patara rolls. Once they crisp up from one side, we're going to crisp them up from the other side so they can crisp up evenly. Now you can see these turning a nice golden brown color. Alright, these got some nice good color, and now the only thing left is to plate. So let's go. So the pataras are already plated, and we're going to garnish them with cilantro. And some coconut. This is our finished product. I hope you like it. I would like to take the time to let you guys know that this is my first time on the camera, so forgive me if I'm not that natural. Now, if you like me to continue making videos like this, please let me know in the comment section. And until next time.